Hello dear students, welcome back. Today I am going to explain you Petty Cash Book. So first, let us understand the meaning of Petty Cash Book. Petty Cash Book is the book which is used for the purpose of recording expenses involving small amounts. Besides petty expenses, receipts from main cashier are recorded. Petty cash book is maintained by petty cashier and acts as the petty cash account. In a business, besides large payments, a number of small payments such as postage, tea and refreshment expenses, stationery, freight, wages, etc. have to be made. If all these payments are recorded in the cash book, it will become voluminous. Therefore, it is usual for firms to appoint a person as petty cashier. Now let us see system of petty cash book. Petty cash book may be maintained by ordinary system or by impressed system. In case of ordinary system of petty cash, petty cashier is given appropriate amount of cash, and after spending the whole of that amount, he submits the account to the head cashier. Now let us see impress system of petty cash book. Under impress system of petty cash book, an estimate is made of amount required for petty expenses for a period, say for a week or a month. The amount so ascertained is given to the petty cashier in the beginning of a period. The amount paid by him during the period. Thus, he will again have the fixed amount in the beginning of the new period reimbursed. This amount is called impressed money. This system of paying advance in the beginning and reimbursing the amount spent from time to time is called impressed system. So let us do question number 11 of your textbook given on page number 188. With this question, we will learn how to prepare petty cash book. So here some transactions are given and we have to prepare petty cash book of Shri Prince as per petty impress system. So here is the answer. First we will write heading, that is petty cash book on impress system of Shri Prince for November 2015. Then let us see format here. Here first column will be of receipt, as you can see here. In this column, the opening cash balance and amount received from the main cashier would be recorded. The next column is of date. Here, the date on which cash is received or expenses are paid is recorded. Then, next column is of particulars. Here, the particulars of expense paid is recorded, and if the amount is received from the main cashier, it is credited to main cashier account. The next column, that is voucher number. Here, the number of the voucher prepared while making payment of expense or the number of the receipt received is recorded here. The next column, that is total amount paid. See, if more than one expenses are paid, then the total of expenses paid on a particular date is recorded in this total amount column. Now next, particulars of various expenses. Here, separate columns are kept for various specified expenses to be paid by the petty cashier. Here, when the given expenses are paid, it is recorded in the respective column at that time in the petty cash book. So here we have kept separate column for stationery, then for postage, carriage, wages, then miscellaneous expense. The next column is of LF number. Here, the page number on which the ledger account of the expense paid is opened in the ledger is shown here. The next column, that is the last column, is of personal account in the ledger. Here, when the transaction takes place with any person, it is recorded in this column. So let us start with the first one. Here, date is given 2015 on November 1st. Cash received from chief cashier rupees 5,000. See, here a fixed amount is given at the beginning of the fixed period by the chief cashier to the petty cashier, and that is 5,000. So as it is receipt, so we will record it on receipt column, that is 5,000. And in particular, we will write to chief cashier, as chief cashier has given this amount to petty cashier. Then we will enter date, that is 2015 November 1st. Then November 2nd, rupees 500 for printing charges of bill book and rupees 350 for other stationery items are paid. So here, so now our petty cashier is making payment from the amount so received from main cashier, that is rupees 5,000. So here he has made payment for the expenses, that is printing charges, as we have prepared separate column for printing charges and stationery item. So we will record it in that column. Here it is. Here rupees 500 is paid for printing charges and rupees 350 for stationery items. So it will be recorded here 850. That means 500 of printing charges plus 350 of stationery item. So as we have prepared a separate column for stationery, so it will be recorded in this column. And in particular, we will write by stationery expense, date 2nd. Then next, November 5th, postage expenses paid rupees 200. So here our petty cashier is making payment for postage, and we have prepared separate column for postage too. So we will enter the amount in that column. Here it is, rupees 200. In total amount column, we will write 200. And in particulars, we will write by postage expense account, date 5th. The next transaction, carriage rupees 50 and wages of rupees 50 paid. Here, petty cashier has made payment for two expenses on the same day, that is rupees 50 for carriage. So here we have prepared column for carriage, so we will enter here rupees 50, and for wages also we have separate column, that is here it is 50. Now in total amount paid, we will write 50 plus 50, that is 100. That means on the date 7th, petty cashier has made payment for two different types of expenses, that is for carriage and wages, and total amount of these expenses is rupees 100, which will be written on total amount paid column. And here we will write by carriage and wages account, date 7th. Then next transaction, date 10th, rupees 100 is paid to bridge towards salary. So let us see how it will be recorded. As you can see here, it is the transaction which has taken place with person. So when the transaction takes place with any person, so it will be recorded in the last column, that is personal account in the ledger. So in the last column we will record it. Here it is, rupees 100, and to whom petty cashier has made payment? To bridge. So here we will write by bridge account, date 10th, and in total amount paid we will write 100 rupees. The next transaction, date 12th, rupees 200 is given to Sandeep for the payment of miscellaneous expenses. Again, this is a transaction which has taken place with person. So for that, we will record it in the last column, that is column of personal account in the ledger. Here it is, rupees 200 will be entered, and in total amount paid, again we will write 200. Then in particular column, we will record the name of the person to whom this payment has been made. So it is by Sandeep account, date 12. Then next transaction, carriage of rupees 50 and stationery expenses of rupees 300 are paid. So here on date 18th, two types of expenses have been paid, that is carriage and stationery, and for both these expenses we have prepared separate columns, so we will record it accordingly. So in carriage column we will record rupees 50, and in stationery expenses column we will record rupees 300, and in total amount paid we will record 350. That is total of these expenses, that is 300 plus 50. So total amount paid on the date 18 is 350. Then next transaction, date 20, rupees 100 paid for miscellaneous expenses. So for miscellaneous expenses we have maintained separate column, that is here it is. So we will record it here, rupees 100. In total amount paid column, again we will record 100. Then in particular column we will write by miscellaneous expense account, date 20. Then next transaction, date 24th, rupees 80 paid for postal stamp. So it will be recorded in the separate column, that is in the column that is postage and postal stamp. As you can see here, we have maintained separate column for this, so we will enter rupees 80 in this column. Then in total amount paid column we will record rupees 80, and in particular we will write the name of the account under which this payment has been made, that is by postal stamp expense account. The next transaction, date 28, 350 for wages and rupees 70 for miscellaneous expenses are paid. So here on date 28, two types of expenses have been paid, that is wages. So we will record it in wages column, 350. Then 70 rupees for miscellaneous expenses, so we will record it in miscellaneous expense column, that is rupees 70. Now as on the same day, that is on date 28th, two types of expenses have been paid. That's why we will write here total amount, that is 350 plus 70, which is equal to 420. Then in particular column we will write the name of the accounts under which payments have been made, that is by wages account and miscellaneous expense account. Now, so as you can see here, in petty cash book, left hand side is used for recording receipts of cash, which will be only from the main cashier, and on the right hand side, which is used for recording payments. So must note that when we make payment, we use the word by, as you can see here. Here it is. We use the word by before the name of the account, and when we receive payment, that means when petty cashier receives payment, here the word to will be written before the name of the account. Now finally, at last, we will total each column. So let's total first column of total amount paid. So here total is 2,400. That means total amount paid by petty cashier is 2,400. Then total of amounts in stationery column is 1,150. Then total amount in postage and postal stamps column is 280. Then total amount of carriage column is 100. Then total amount of wages column is 400. Then total amount of miscellaneous expense is 170. Then in the last column, our total amount is rupees 300. So here we can get clear idea that out of rupees 5,000 which the petty cashier received from the main cashier, our petty cashier has made payment for has made total payment of rupees 2,400 for various expenses. So here that means balance that remain with petty cashier is 2,600. That means he has received 5,000 from main cashier, and from that amount he made payment, total payment, that is 2,400, and the remaining balance is 2,600. Now, as it is a petty cash book on Impress system, so what is done under this system is that at the end of the fixed period, the petty cashier gives the details of expenses made by him to the main cashier. Here, he has given the detail, that is all that he has prepared. He has given the details for the expenses made by him to the main cashier. Now the main cashier provides cash equal to the amount spent by the petty cashier at the beginning of the next period, so that again the pre-decided fixed balance remains with the petty cashier at the beginning of the next period. So here we will write 2,600, that is the balance in the beginning of the next period. We have transferred it from here, that was closing balance of current period. Now again the main cashier provides cash equal to the amount spent by the petty cashier at the beginning of the next period. So here 2,400 will be written as the main cashier will provide cash equal to the amount spent by the petty cashier. So we will record here 2,400. Here it is 2,400. Date first to chief cashier. So in this way, petty cash book will be prepared. I hope you would have understood. This is very simple. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.